In a major victory for New Delhi's foreign policy, Bangladesh has decided to dump China for India. Despite several ploys by Beijing, India has emerged as the winner in the geopolitical battle in Dhaka. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has announced that she prefers India to execute the $1 billion Teesta River Development Project and not China. On the 14th of July, Bangladesh Prime Minister told reporters, quote, "China is ready, but I want India to do the project." In other words, China is just a backup for India. Beijing had been pitching hard for the project and had even submitted a $1 billion proposal. Yet, Prime Minister Hasina has made her decision. She wants India to partner Bangladesh's growth. The move is also set to soothe India's security concerns. Had China got the project, the presence of Chinese experts near the Siliguri Corridor would have severely compromised India's national security. Hasina reiterated that China had tabled the bid after carrying out a feasibility study of the area. While India has also made an offer, the feasibility study is yet to take place. However, upholding Bangladesh's strategic and historic ties with India, the Prime Minister said, quote, "This is diplomacy. There is nothing to hide. China is ready, but I want India to do the project because if they do it, India will keep giving what is needed for the project," unquote. This can also be seen as a jibe taken by Prime Minister Hasina towards Beijing regarding unfulfilled promises. Bangladesh's India tilt comes amidst reports that an angry Sheikh Hasina abruptly cut short her China visit over unfulfilled financial assurances and protocol issues. Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina returned a day earlier as Dhaka's desired objectives were not achieved during the PM's visit to China. Beijing had promised a $5 billion loan for Bangladesh, but when PM Hasina reached on a visit, CCP backtracked and offered only $100 million as compared to $5 billion as previously promised. But that wasn't all. There were glaring protocol issues. Firstly, Sheikh Hasina's bilateral meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping also reportedly irked the former. She had anticipated a more detailed engagement and discussions. However, Xi Jinping cut short the meeting and left, leaving behind Chinese Prime Minister to act as the principal interlocutor. And this was not enough. China allegedly insulted the Bangladeshi Prime Minister yet again. Going against protocol, the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi did not even call upon the visiting Prime Minister at all during her visit. Prime Minister Hasina was reportedly left miffed by these multiple instances and decided to leave China. So Xi Jinping's CCP is disrespecting smaller neighborhood nations. On the other hand, global leaders are touching Prime Minister Modi's feet for blessing. Just shows the contrasting ways India and China conduct their foreign relations. During Sheikh Hasina's visit, even the Chinese media, which is known for giving prominent exposure to visiting leaders, did not extend the same courtesy to the Bangladeshi Prime Minister. On the other hand, it can be speculated that the CCP leadership wanted to show Bangladesh its place after Prime Minister Hasina's repeated trips to India and strategic ties with the Indian government. Remember, Hasina visited India twice recently, first for Prime Minister Modi's oath-taking ceremony for his third term in June, and then on an official bilateral state visit. China is reportedly concerned that despite its financial and military promises to Bangladesh, Dhaka is not keen to compromise its ties with India. So why does China want the Teesta River project in Bangladesh? The mega project involves dredging the Teesta River, which is one of the 54 rivers that flows from India to Bangladesh. The project involves increasing its depth, building embankments, and restricting the width of the river to 1 kilometer and reclaiming land from its floodplains. The massive project for the conservation and development of the Bangladeshi section of the Teesta River became a major point of discussion between Prime Minister Modi and Hasina during her visit last month. India and Bangladesh have also been negotiating a water-sharing agreement on this cross-border river that passes through Sikkim and West Bengal and then on to Bangladesh and is essential for agriculture and connectivity in Bangladesh. However, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee continues to oppose any bilateral agreement. She contends that it would leave parts of West Bengal dry. But Modi government has been keen on signing this pact given its strategic importance. Firstly, due to India's neighborhood first policy, and secondly, to keep the Chinese out. China has been attempting to boost its strategic influence in Dhaka. Nearly 71% of all of Bangladesh's arms imports are from China. However, there have been multiple reports suggesting Bangladesh military is unhappy with substandard and faulty Chinese equipment and military hardware. While India has extended a line of credit to Bangladesh in defense sector as well, New Delhi has also been vocal about its concerns regarding the strategic Teesta River project being awarded to any state-run Chinese firms. Now, that would have seen Chinese officers being stationed close to the strategic but narrow Siliguri Corridor. And given China's history of state-backed espionage, it would have compromised India's national security. Any Chinese project within 100 kilometers from the chicken's neck could have long-term security implications for India's security and connectivity with its northeastern states. On the other side, tensions are already high after the Doklam standoff in 2017 when Indian military prevented Chinese salami slicing into Bhutan's territory. India ensures Bhutan's defense due to bilateral agreement. Meanwhile, had Bangladesh fallen into any Chinese debt trap, Dhaka may have been forced to make more concessions to China. Now, China has had its eyes on this mammoth project for years, but our Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's recent statements and indication of India's geopolitical win under Prime Minister Modi's leadership. Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.